Hello everyone, I am Sudipta. Welcome you all to my channel CAD Tutorials. Today we are going to start part 13 of our complete AutoCAD tutorial course. Today we are going to learn two very important commands of AutoCAD which are used very much either in 2D and 3D. First one is rotate. Here I have drawn a vertical rectangle and going to modify toolbar. Here I am showing you it is rotate tool. So I am selecting this rotate tool by mouse click. Now we have to select the object which we want to rotate. I am going to select this rectangle, click, it is selected, then pressing enter to complete object selection. Now we have to take a base point, the point which we want to make fixed. So I am taking this left bottom corner of the rectangle, click. Now if I move my cursor, you see it is freely rotating, and with my mouse click I can fix this position. But we have to see the command window. Specify rotation angle or copy and reference. So at first we will learn specify rotation angle option. We can specify angle value by typing, suppose I am going to fix it 35 degree, 35 I am typing and pressing enter. Now it is rotated 35 degree. How we can determine? I am going to draw a horizontal line here, pressing enter. Then I am going to measure the angle, clicking this line and this line and pressing here. Now it is 35 degree. We can also specify the rotation angle with the help of polar tracking. Here polar tracking is on, and if I restrict the rotation angle to get track lines, suppose I am restricting track lines at the multiple of 18, then I am going to rotate tool again, click. Now I am going to select this rectangle, pressing enter to complete selection, taking base point here, and you see track lines are coming at an interval of 18 degree which I have specified. Now suppose if I want to rotate this another 36 degree, then I can click on this track line. So with the help of polar tracking I have rotated this one. I am going back. Now the situations may come that we have to rotate this rectangle with reference to a line. Suppose I am going to draw a line here, taking starting point here, then arbitrarily I am taking an angle. I don't know the angle, how much it is, but I have to rotate this rectangle so that its base line matches with this slant line. I am going to show you how to do that. Going to rotate tool, click, selecting this rectangle, pressing enter to complete selection, then base point. This point of the rectangle will be fixed, so I am taking it as base point, clicking here. Now I am going to the command window to take the option reference. See here the option reference I am taking, clicking on it. Then first I have to select the baseline of this rectangle which I have to match. So I am clicking on this line, start point, and this point I am selecting, click. So this line is selected. Now I have to specify the angle with the help of this reference line. So I am taking a point on this reference line here, clicking here, click. Now you see the rectangle is rotated. I am going to undo. I am drawing another line and showing you, selecting a point here and taking a line here. Suppose I need to place this vertical line with this slant line. Then again I am going to rotate tool, selecting the object, pressing enter to complete selection, taking base point here. Now I have to select the line which I want to match with this slant line. So for that I am first going to take reference option from the command window, click, then I am selecting this vertical line by the help of these 2 points, click. Now I am clicking on the reference line, click. So it is rotated and the vertical side matches with the slant line. In this way we can rotate. Here I have drawn some figure. First we'll do this one. So to avoid confusion, I am first hiding these figures, selecting this, these are all groups, and then going to make a right click, and here you see the option is isolate. Going to take isolate option, under which we can get isolate objects, hide objects, and end object isolation. So here I want to hide all these extra objects, that's why I am clicking hide objects, click. So they are hidden. Now we will work with these figures only. Our target is to arrange the cyan color rectangle to align with this line of the big triangle PQR. Here you see we have a triangle PQR, and we are going to match the side of the MNO triangle MN. Here M point will match with R point. Here M and R matches. So for that we have to rotate this triangle. Now without disturbing these objects, I am going to draw a line here, switching up O track. I am taking a point here and here. Now pressing enter. So we have drawn this line over RQ. I am moving it from here, taking base point Q and placing at N, click. Now I have to rotate this triangle. Going to rotate tool, clicking on rotate tool. Then I am selecting this triangle MNO which I want to rotate and pressing enter to complete selection, then taking base point here at point N. Now I have to take option reference. Going to reference, click here. I want to move MN side so that it matches with this slant line. So I am going to take a point here at N and then M. Then going to select a point on the slant line. Here on the end point I am clicking, click. Now you can see that the triangle is rotated. Then I am going to move, selecting the triangle, pressing enter, taking base point M because I have to match the point M with here R, then clicking on R, click. Now our target is fulfilled. We have rotated the triangle and placed it so that M point matches with R. I am going to show this application on this rectangle. I will also fix this rectangle like this so that point B matches with P. Now I am going to move this rectangle directly. I am not drawing any reference line. Selecting this rectangle, pressing enter to complete selection, taking point B as base point and clicking on point P to fix it. Now I have to rotate this one. So going to rotate tool, selecting this object, pressing enter, then taking base point at B. Now I am going to take reference, right click, and here I am going to take reference option from this pop-up menu, click. Now I have to select the BC line. That's why I am taking a point at B and then C. Now with the help of cursor I am taking a point on R. Click. So it is rotated and we have got a figure like this. Now I am going to do all these things without rotate tool. That's why I am going to make undo, taking these options, click at a time. I have made undo. I am going to select this again and hiding this, right click, isolate here and hide object. I am going to apply another tool, align, which is at modify toolbar, and I am going to click on the down arrow of the modify, click, and going to pin it, click. Here is the align tool at the lower left corner, align, clicking on the align tool. Now first I am going to select this triangle MNO, which I want to align on the PQR triangle on the RQ side. Click, it is selected, pressing enter to complete selection. Now I am going to select the point M as first source point. Click and then select the first destination point on R. Click. Now I am going to select point N as second source point. Click and going to select the second destination point at Q. I am taking a point on Q. Then you see in command window it is showing specify third source point or continue. Third source point is used in 3D drawing, and here I will take continue option. That's why I will just press and enter, click. Now options come, align scale object based on alignment points. No, I don't want to scale this time. I will showing it later. So I am taking no option, click, and you see it is directly aligned, which I have done by rotate tool, and it is directly aligned now. So we have done it in small steps in little time. Next I am going to apply this align tool on this rectangle. It will be like this. B point will match on P. Going to align tool again, click, select the object, press enter to complete selection, then taking point B as first source point, click, and destination point, first destination point P, second source point C, and second destination point here R. Then press enter to continue, enter, then press no, right click. From here I am taking no, so it is aligned. This way we can align an object on a particular position with another object. It is very much useful in 3D also. Now again I am coming back to rotate tool. That's why I am going to make a right click, and the fourth option is isolate. Here we have taken hide option before, and now I want to unhide all those objects. So going to click on the end object isolation, clicking here, click. All the objects are now present here, and here I am going to show you one application of the align tool. Suppose this is a dining room and it's a window, and I want to place this dining table along with 4 chairs here. So I am first making this part a group tool, click, then selecting all these, then pressing enter to complete selection. Now they are a group. Now I am going to place this along this wall. I am going to draw a line here first. Click, and then going to offset tool, taking a arbitrary offset distance by clicking on 2 points. Click here and click here, then offsetting this line. I want to match this upper edge of the table with this slant line, and here I am keeping a little gap between the wall and the table. So going to align tool, click here, selecting the table, then pressing enter. Now I have to select first source point. I am going to take this end point here, click, and taking first destination point here. Then I am going to take second source point here and taking the second destination point here on the end point of this line, click, then pressing enter to continue. Now I will select the no option here, click. Now you see we have aligned this set, and this time we have to place it properly. That's why I will use move tool. Going to move tool, click. I am selecting this table, pressing enter, then taking this point here, click, and I will click on the center point of this slant line here, click. So you see they are well placed. I am deleting this line. Our job is done. So this was the application of align tool. Again, I am going to the second option of align tool. For that I am deleting this and taking the copy of these three and placing it here. This time I am going to draw this figure. So I am hiding all these. Right click, isolate, hide objects. Here you see this triangle MNO is scaled with respect to the base. I am showing you how to do this. Going to align tool, selecting this triangle here, pressing enter, then selecting first source point M and taking point at R as destination point, first one, taking second source point N and taking second destination point at Q, then pressing enter to continue. Now here comes the scale option. If I select yes, you see in the command window, align scale objects based on alignment points. I am going to select the yes option, click. Now you see the MN side of the MNO triangle is increased to the length of RQ, and its other sides have increased accordingly. But the smaller triangle MNO and the bigger triangle MNO here are symmetric because their sides have increased equally and their inner angle isn't changed. I am going to unhide. Here you see the angle was 73 degree, this was also 73 degree, and this one is 33 degree. And here you see this is 33 degree and these two are 73 degree. This scale option I am going to apply with this rectangle also. So I am going to align tool here, selecting this rectangle, clicking, pressing enter, then taking first source point at B and first destination point at P, second source point at C, second destination point at R, then pressing enter to continue and yes to scale up. So it is scaled up. Here BC side increased to PQ side and the other sides have increased accordingly. So it is scaled up. So this was all about align tool. Now I am going to show you the remaining option of rotate tool. Going to hide this one, isolate, hide object. So you see that we use isolate options many times whenever required. It is very useful. Sometimes we need to isolate a part of drawing to work with that. I am showing you how to do. Suppose I want to work with this table and chair portion. So I am going to select this portion and then making a right click. Here is the isolate option. I am going to select isolate objects. Click. Now you see that only these portions are showing and rest of the drawing is hidden. Now they will not disturb and I can do my work here freely. And after completion of my work, I will make a right click and going to isolate option, and from here I will take end object isolation. Then the other portions will reappear and I will continue my work. Suppose I want a copy of this rectangle rotated at 120 degree. So I need to keep this rectangle intact and I am going to rotate tool, click, selecting this rectangle, pressing enter. I want to keep this lower left corner fixed, clicking here. Then I am going to take copy option from the command window, showing you here is copy option. I am going to take this copy option, click. So you see a copy of the previous rectangle is made. Now I have to specify the rotation angle. I am giving it 120, then pressing enter. So you see I have got a copy. Here I am showing the rotation angle, clicking here and taking a point here. So you see the base is rotated at an angle of 120 degree. This way we can get the copy of the original object without disturbing this, rotated at some particular angle. So in this tutorial we have learned rotate tool, align tool and also the isolate option, which we use several times during our drawing. Okay, that's all for today. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. This will inspire me to make more videos. We'll meet in the next tutorial, tutorial number 14. Till then, take care. Goodbye.